The Piru Street Boys were one of the original groups in Compton before the Blood identity fully formed in the early 1970s. They originally weren't Bloods. They were an independent neighborhood. When they allied with other sets against the Crips during the early gang wars, they became part of what later unified as the Bloods.
We have a user-submitted question from Johnny Porter in Texas. He asked, what's the difference between a Blood and a Piru?
See, the Bloods was like L.A. The Pirus was more so Compton. There's no Bloods in Compton. Like, no, it's only Pirus in Compton. And the Blood Piru, it was like basically just them trying to have their own identity. Even the Brims, though. The Brims really like, they try to have their own identity. It was like, you know what I mean? You got the Brims, but they don't get like a lot of credit because the Brims is more like Bloods. So they don't like really single them off when you having this conversation. They always break it down to Blood Piru. But really you got Blood Piru and Brims. It's one umbrella with two different rags, with two different flags basically. Like we red and they burgundy. You know what I mean? It's just basically a symbol of them having their own identity. They want to be respected for their own thing, but we all the same thing.
Skip said before, we talked earlier about we all Bloods. You know, the first Pirus was in 1963. The Boys, they were bank robbers. And the feds came looking and they called them the Piru Boys. Piru Street had more boys than almost anybody in Compton. Puddin had three brothers, Jerry Nelson, the Nelsons, the Bowen family, the Leonard family. They had a whole crew of motherfuckers that was robbing banks and was hijacking, was having money. So if Pirus were Bloods, why do we have a Blood set in Compton? We got a Piru set in every city in America. But it ain't no Bloods. If Bloods made us, they would have a Blood set there. But they don't.
I've heard plenty of Piru members speak down on other Blood gang members, even though they're supposed to fall under the same umbrella. Depending on who's around and what hood you're from, that might be the determining factor in how much respect you get. Since Piru was first to claim the identity, they often carry this "we started it" mentality. It's cool to pop your stuff every now and then, but constantly repeating something that most people in gangbanging history already know is unnecessary. Piru members tend to see themselves as elite compared to other Blood hoods in Los Angeles County. Sets like the Swans, Crenshaw Mafias, or Denver Lanes. These are powerhouse Blood sets that put on for their sections and handle business. But if they were going back and forth with someone from, say, Looters Park or Elm Street, they might not even acknowledge them simply because Elm Street is considered the foundation of where the Blood started. Now, I'm not saying everybody moves with this mindset. That'd be a lie. But there's a small percentage out here who do believe in that ideology. Then you got the ones who think Piru and Blood are exactly the same. No difference, no separation, just equal. And in this segment, I'm about to pull up some text messages that back up exactly what I've been telling you since the start of this video. Now, in this image, you got somebody from Piru popping it, basically saying Piru is mighty and anything under it is lightweight. Straight downing all Damus and Brims. I can't make this up. Like I told y'all earlier, I've seen it happen too many times, and it ain't just this one person. There's others out here saying the same exact thing. Up north, niggas don't know nothing about that powerful, indestructible, ruthless, untouchable Piru Street. They not real P-Funk riders. That's why he got a red flag and not a burgundy one. The name of his hood sounds suspect. Never seen one ninja from there in the pen. Did you hear how wild that Piru member was talking about another Blood? If y'all are supposed to be under the same umbrella and pushing the same line, then it should be all love. But clearly, some members see it different. Now, I didn't make this video to stir up beef between the Pirus and the Bloods. I made it to bring awareness. If you already knew what was going on, light up the comment section and let the people know the truth. And if you rock with the content, like, comment, and subscribe for more heat.